Happy Saturday, everybody. Now, I know we actually hit 30K like a little bit ago. It was like early, mid last week, I think. But with Stranger Things and Obi-Wan over the weekend, we hadn't really had time to really touch on it at all. We hit a milestone, man. We did. It was nuts, man. Especially when it just kind of kept going. We're 31 now, a little bit over 31. I'm really proud of how far we've come with the channel, man. I really am. And it's really just thanks to you guys, for real. All the support and the love. We didn't get to do a stream last weekend. Also because of Stranger Things and Obi-Wan, trying to stay away from those spoilers and all that. Now I will go ahead and let everybody know here, and at the end of the video as well, we'll mention it as also that I won't have a stream next weekend because I'm actually going to be out of town. So for everybody here that's here currently, I'll remind everybody before we close out at the end as well. But yeah, man, it's been crazy. Are you having a good National Cheese Day? I did not know it was National Cheese Day. So, I mean, it's been okay so far. I literally woke up like half an hour ago. But to be fair, I was up until like 8 in the morning working on getting that boys video posted. But that's my own doing. I could have been a little more efficient on that, but yeah. What's up, Aries Park? Hope you're well this fine afternoon. I hope you're doing well as well. Well also. Switch up the words a little bit. What's up? Hope you doing good, buddy? Thank you. Hope you are too, Jim. Congrats. Here's a toast to the next 30K. Toast it is. Man, the next 30K. Man, if we hit 60, that would be insane to me. That's awesome. Love your channel. Great content and commentary. I'm glad that sometimes it can be. I feel like, and I think I said this during one of my Stranger Things reactions. I feel like that was a very special experience, because I don't know. I think the writing on it, the characters, and just the level of care and empathy that goes into that show, it just resonated with me in a way that just I don't know. It made me shine a little bit. So I put a little bit of that on the show as well, because it made it so much fun to talk about, to speculate about, to kind of dive into things. I try to give the best commentary I can, especially at the end and stuff like that. And yet I still get plenty of comments telling people telling me that I talk way too much in these reactions, and I'm like, well, too bad, move on. But man, yeah, it's wild. I'm gonna have to, with the lengths of these last two episodes, I'm definitely gonna have to break, I think, both of them up into 2 parts is probably going to be the approach, but we shall see. Oh, let's see here. I'm ready for Stranger Things Season 4, Episode 8 and 9 reactions this July 1st. It's gonna be so good. Cannot wait for Season 4, Volume 2. Me either. I really don't like we have to wait, but it sets a little bit of suspense. It lets us sink in about all the craziness that we've been watching up to this point, and I can forgive it a little bit because these episodes have been significantly longer than any of the ones we've had up to this point, so I need to parse it out. So let's get into it, man. What's up, Maria? Hope you're feeling great. Just want to let you know how much I enjoy your reaction to Stranger Things. A lot of new things have come out lately, and it makes me happy. Yes, I'm glad everybody, I'm really glad I took a leap on Stranger Things, because honestly, it felt like it would be something I would be into. It's just one of those things that I just never watched because everybody was just kind of like talking about it, and it just, when that generally happens, usually I'm a little resistant to it for a little while. But I'm glad I did hang out on it, and I'm glad that I enjoyed it as much as I did. And yes, there's a lot of stuff coming around the corner, and I cannot wait to spread my wings. Midnight Mass should be coming out this week. So we should be jumping into Midnight Mass finally, coming this week. Miss Marvel's this week. Obviously, we still have Obi-Wan going on. And then, you know, been looking at maybe picking up some other stuff going forward, but we'll see. Actress? Anyone else high right now? I am not, but if you are, me jealous. I've never actually been high before, so I don't really know how that goes. What's up, Scott? Thank you so much for that super chat, buddy, and showing the support. You want to see White Canary guest star on the next season of Flash or Superman Lois? I think it will happen. You think Stargirl might finally cross over on screen next season? As far as next season, like Stargirl season 3, I mean, maybe, but I still kind of doubt it. Would I like White Canary to show up on Flash or Superman and Lois? Always. Sarah Lance is one of my favorite characters in the Arrowverse, so I would always be happy to see her pop up on one of the other shows. Especially after that warm heart-to-heart Barry and Sarah had at the end of Crisis. It made me think about, see that dynamic in a very different way, because I didn't, I don't know, I never really thought about those two having this connection together, but they're really the two final OGs that are left in this universe, so I'd like to see it. What's up, Stixie? What's up, Jessica? How are you? You should react to Danielle Harris's Halloween 4 and 5 films because she is a great actress. Love Danielle. Well, I've mentioned this many times. I've seen every Halloween movie. I've seen 4 and 5. Probably more than any of the other ones I've ever seen, because those were always the two that were on repeat on TV all the time. But yeah, I really do think she's fantastic, and especially as a child in those movies, she was so good. Halloween 4 is one of my favorite Halloween films. Even though they did decide to backtrack on where they were going with that for Halloween 5. Halloween 5 is still a pretty strong one as well, but yeah, man. I don't know how it would be to react to it since I've seen it 1,000 times, but maybe one day, just for fun. What's up, Jacob? Congrats on 30K. It's cool seeing your Stranger Things journey. You went from not being sure you'd like the show in episode 1 to now buying merch. Welcome to the fandom. Yes! If anybody hasn't seen, if you're not following me on, you know, Twitter or Instagram, or if you're not in the Discord, I got some funky little hopper and like a chibi kawaii anime hopper thing, because I saw it at this like collector store that we had locally, and I was like, oh my god, this thing is so funny looking, I had to get it. And then this Demogorgon, which actually, it was the same product line, but the Demogorgon not being human looked a lot cooler. But the Hopper one, it was so funny because they made him look so cute with the big anime eyes and all that stuff. I was just like, it's hilarious. I got the Stranger Things D&D starter set for that adventure campaign. I've got a couple of shirts that are here currently, and some that are on the way. And then I got Dustin's thinking cap. So yeah, man, I've kind of went kind of hard. As far as, if you haven't seen my more recent reactions, I'm pretty sure I said in the final episode or something like that of this volume, I'm going to restructure my top 10. I think Stranger Things is entering. I don't think, I know as of right now, Stranger Things has entered my top 10 shows of all time. I just have to figure out what the hell I'm kicking out. Because that's the hardest part, is kicking something off a list. What's up, Justine? I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're doing better in your recovery. Congrats on reaching 30K subscribers. Thanks for all the reaction videos and other videos. It helped me get through a lot when I was in hospital during my recovery. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad and also surprised a lot of the time that I had these videos that I put out there have that effect. But I'm glad, man. And I guess I kind of get that because I go to the same sorts of channels when I'm going through stuff as well. Like, most of my YouTube consummation, if that's even a word, is other reactors as well. I like watching people watch stuff. I love reliving those first experiences vicariously through other people as well. Because if it's not like a breakdown, an analysis, a character analysis, a review, it's usually me watching other reactions. Congratulations. Thank you, CBM. Thank you so much, man. Always great content, dude. Love the Stranger Things reactions and more. Keep up the great work, mate. Thank you, Stuart. I appreciate you guys more than anything. What's up, Omni? Congrats on 30,000. Thank you, Barry. How are you doing, man? What's up, man? Congratulations. Thank you, Ramon. Welcome. Love Stranger Things still. Yes. I can't wait to see more of Soldier Boy in these next few episodes. The way he acted was very anti-Captain America. Why, yes, it is. And I quite like it. That's one of the things I really like about the show, is just the commentary on your average tropes. And also, it's Jensen Ackles being able to play the complete opposite of Jensen Ackles. And I like it. I just like, I don't know. The way he was spewing that toxicity in his performance, it was just like eerie to see because of how like kind of nice the guy is and how different of a character this is for him to jump into compared to what he's more known for, which is a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see more of him throughout the rest of the season. Do you by any chance have a twin brother? I'm in a restaurant right now, and there is a waiter that looks exactly like you, like straight up doppelganger. No, I do not. I do have a brother. We are not twins. We are 5 years apart, and he is a redhead. So no. But, I mean, people say I look a lot like, eerily similar to Paul Dano, but I've also had people I've been very close to see people like me or similar to me in other places. Like, I had a friend of mine once upon a time, they went to the beach with their fiance, and she had texted me, and she was like, "You're not at this beach, right?" And I was like, "No, not even close." She's like, "Wow, this dude looks just like you." I almost walked up to him. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm part of some secret experiment, and there's just a bunch of me's running around in there. The world sprinkled in. We're secretly infiltrating. Who knows? Maybe I'm a sleeper agent. I don't know. What's up, Josiah? Welcome. Or hello, not welcome. Hello from England. Shout out to England. Congrats on the 30K. Thank you guys, man. What's up, Mercenary? Gotham Knights trailer was absolute trash. Dude, I think I lost my shit when I saw that the official Twitter for the Gotham Knights video game had to make a public post saying we are not associated with CW's Gotham Knights TV show. We are separate projects. We are not connected at all. Just the marketing decision that went behind all of this at DC that allowed this to kind of happen. I hope that this show or this game is okay. I've ragged on the game because I have my doubts on it. I have my apprehensions, my hangups on what we've seen of it so far. But it does not need to be compared to what we saw in that trailer. Oh my lord. What is up, Jane Doe? Smiley face. I agree. Smiley faces for everybody. Let's see. Scott Edwards. Thank you again for another super chat, man. I meant after Stargirl Season 3 finishes. She might be on a crossover with Flash and Superman in mid-season when those shows premiere. That is possible. Season 4, though not greenlit yet, Stargirl is more likely to get picked up than any of the other shows. Actually, I think Stargirl and Superman and Lois are probably the most likely to get picked up. Stargirl is the only show on the CW that has split finances between HBO and CW. HBO Max is actually the owner of Stargirl, so more likely, but we'll see. They just canceled some of their big shows too, so We don't know, man. Zaslav is a wild card right now when it comes to what he's going to keep and what he's going to axe with the DC properties. But I would love a crossover. When we got a little bit of a hint or tease towards one with John Wesley Shipp playing Jay Garrick in season 2 of Stargirl. So it's one step closer. We just need to bridge that gap. We just had her crossover. Well, not yet. The comic hasn't dropped, but they're crossing over in the next issue of the Earth Prime comic, which is canon to the Arrowverse. So who knows? We'll see. I'm looking forward to it happening. I'm hoping the shows last around for at least that to happen, because they've been really wanting that for a long time since the show picked up for Stargirl to be involved with the greater universe. But it's just kind of things have been on a little bit against them in multiple ways. What's up, Cryo Boy? Just subbed. Congrats on 30K. Thumbs up from Scotland. Well, thank you, man, and thank you for the sub. And I dig your profile picture. Predator was one of my it's not one of my, it still is one of my all-time favorite science fiction flicks. When it came down to Alien and Predator when I was growing up, I was always a hardcore Predator guy. Even the second film, I really enjoyed it. Though I feel like many things, they've been struggling to capture that magic ever since. The first one is still next to a flawless creature pick. Kind of new. Love your reactions. You always have great, insightful commentary. Subscribe to your Patreon for Stranger Things. It's 4 a.m. Sunday here, so I'm going to get some sleep. But congrats and well deserved. Well, I don't know if you're still here, because I do end up getting behind in a lot of these things, but thank you so much. And I really appreciate the kind words, the support, and even just the fact that you're still awake to check this out. I hope you get some rest, get some sleep, and I'm hoping you enjoy the rest of the content that comes on the channel while we wait for the next part of Stranger Things. What's up, Adit? Really glad you reached 30K subscribers. Thank you, man. You've been around for some time, and while we don't always agree on things, your support is always duly noted. Scott Edwards, I'm on episode 4 of season 4, volume 1. Well, I'll try to keep things spoiler-free as best I can, but be warned. And that episode is wild, man. Wild. What are your thoughts on the rumors of Kevin Feige perhaps hinting we might have an Avenger Con, Marvel's own convention? That would be baller, man. I would love to go to something like that. Between that, the concept of that and Star Wars, like Star Wars Celebration, which is something I really would love to go to one day, on top of just your regular average Comic-Con. Yeah, do it. That'd be cool. I think it's big enough at this point you could definitely manage and pull it off. I feel like your speaking time is fairly balanced. You rarely seem to miss much of anything, which is only real issues with some reactors that do talk too much during the reactions. See, I try. The thing too is, these are noise canceling, man. Like, the thing is, I can talk my ass off all I want, and I can still hear what's going on. And people seem to not realize that. I can hear, unless I'm really out of it, or I'm really spaced out on what I'm talking about, like, I still usually will hear what is happening. And I try to always at least kind of keep my vision on it, even when I'm kind of talking at you guys. There's been a few times, notably, usually during live streams I'm covering, when the presenter is talking, I'm not paying attention. That's a whole different story. But yeah, I try my best. I do mess up, but it is still what it is, man. I'm only human. I'm so glad Allie finally became Parasite on Superman Lois. I think Bizarro Lana will die too. The only one I'm not so sure about is Bizarro John L. Do you think he will survive the season? Honestly, I doubt it. I doubt it. I feel like a lot of the Bizarros we've been introduced to are probably going to die, but we'll just have to wait and see. I am glad that we finally have her in her full-on supervillain mode, though. Will she transform? Will she become more parasitic, or will she stay in this pseudo-humanoid form that she's in at the moment? Don't know. What you're describing is hyperversion. Hyperversion? Oh, okay. That's talking about back when I was talking about how, you know, I was apprehensive of hopping on the Stranger Things train when it was hot and coming out for the very first time. And I've mentioned this many times, and we know we got new people in here, but the same thing happened to me with Game of Thrones. I didn't start that until season 3 had already concluded, because I was just like tired of hearing about it. Same with Breaking Bad, Walking Dead, so many shows, and a lot of those shows are like top 10ers for me now. It's just like, I don't know, when everybody's talking about it, you just kind of get mentally sick of it. And for me, with work, because I still do like a normal 9 to 5, 40-hour plus week of a regular job while doing all of this, I have to be pretty confident or in the right mood to give something new a chance. And I think that Stranger Things, I just waited for the right moment, I feel like. But yeah, I don't know. It works out. Worked out in the end. I'm pretty sure that CW just greenlit Gotham Knights without seeing the pilot. They literally finished principal photography 2 weeks before they got series order. Really? That's sad if that's the case. Because I'm just thinking we lost 2 decent shows for what looks like absolute garbage. But, like I said, the trailer does not represent the final product. Maybe it'll come out, maybe it'll be good. I don't know. It's just the trailer does not give me promise, and I know for a fact, at least, Batwoman was getting better, and Legends was as strong as it has been in recent seasons, and I really did enjoy this last season. For someone who was about to tap out on the show after season 6, season 7 was refreshingly enjoyable to me. Just binge watched seasons 1 through 4 of Stranger Things in a week's time. Damn, you went through it way faster than I did, but then again, I had to parse it out for editing purposes, but that's awesome. What motivated you to jump into it so soon? I'd be curious. Love the extra Stranger Things cast videos they've been posting. Will you be reacting to the new Puppies video with the cast? I don't know, maybe. I'm still kind of, well, I've got like 2 up right now that I definitely want to watch. But I'm always open to more. I've seen a couple of those video interview things, so maybe. I'm stoned as fuck. Dreamcatcher yummy. What? Are you eating your Dreamcatcher? Batwoman writers must have got Berlanti on a chokehold because of how the hell did he greenlight Gotham Knights? Ain't no way. I don't know, man. Don't know. I'll still say, I think the writers of Batwoman got much better in the final season. But I think that helped too because they had a significantly lower episode count. So they were able to make the story a little bit tighter. Was it perfect? No, but it was still an improvement from the previous 2 seasons, writing-wise. Even though I think season 1, probably on a structural and technical level, performance-wise and everything, was probably the weakest season. Emotionally and character-driven-wise was probably my most invested that I had been in the show. But I do think that they kind of found their footing a little bit later, even if I wasn't as invested by that point. It's one hell of a good time. Hell yeah. But with CW losing most of their shows and other ending, CW is desperate for another show that will continue for about 5 to 6 shows. Yeah, I can get that. They're definitely, with all the time slots they lost, they need to fill those time slots. The ad revenue and the flowing content, their cycle is very important on just having content to churn out. So yeah, I mean, you're not wrong there. Saw Jurassic World Dominion yesterday and it was really good. 9 out of 10 for me. Cool. I'd love to see your comparisons then for the other films. Give me your scores for the other Jurassic films, just to see how. I'd love to gauge your opinion on that then. I'm looking forward to it. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to see it until I get back after this next weekend. So I'm going to be late with my review on that movie. I don't think I'm going to be able to see it until the Monday following the Friday it drops. You think Danielle Harris will come back in more Halloween franchise movies after Halloween ends so she can come back and play Jamie Lloyd? Well, I mean, spoilers. I mean, her character died. So unless they reboot it or change the story or anything of the sort, maybe it's possible. But right now, the way things are set up, the trajectory doesn't add up. Especially if it's set in this continuity, that wouldn't make any sense for her to be Jamie Lloyd. But I'm always down for more Danielle Harris. All right. Okay. What year is Stargirl set in? Because Pat mentions a world war happened at fairly recently, like maybe 30 years ago, and a lot of the JSA members fought in it. Well, this new comic, because that's always been something that's come up quite a bit as far as people being like, how old is Pat? Because a lot of the things he talks about them as if they were recent, but all the newspapers and the stuff about the JSA marks it as like way back in the past. And in the Earth Prime comic issue that's centered around Stargirl, they kind of poke at that question. And I feel like we're going to be getting an answer to it soon, because we see him run into one of his old villains, and this villain is like significantly older than Pat. So I'm thinking something happened time-wise, and it put Pat and maybe some of the other JSA members into the future. Because there's something he has access to that has given him some level of youth or slowed his aging. Because this dude he was like rocking his 90s, and they were, he was his Joker, to kind of put it to a comparison. Like, they were arch nemesis back in the heyday when he was still the sidekick to Starman. So there's definitely some time shenanigans going on some way. Next week, we also have Earth Prime issue 5, the penultimate issue of the comic. Or am I caught up on it? Thoughts so far? How would I rate it out of 10? Yes, I am caught up, and I am looking forward to seeing how they build up to it. I feel like with only 2 issues left, because I think is the next issue the Flash issue? I forget. But the next one, I mean, there's been no crossover right now except for Magog, who's shown up at the end of every one. The starter one, the Batwoman one, was the hardest one to read because, my God, that dialogue was the most unnatural way to talk about anything I've read at all. They did some cool things in it, but it was pretty much unreadable. As far as the dialogue between all the characters. The Legends of Tomorrow one was a lot of fun. And honestly, I think the best one overall, I think the Superman and Lois one was the most well-written and character-driven. And I like the backstory we got for John Henry Irons' Superman's world. Like, we got the origins for the evil Superman that took over his world and why that happened. I thought that was really cool. The Stargirl one was fine. I was mostly just kind of like, oh, this is it? That's all we're doing right here? It was a little boring, I won't lie, but it was cool seeing some character beats with the family, with particularly Pat and Courtney, but it was all right. I'd say the Batwoman issue was like a 4, maybe even a 3. The Legends was, I'd give it like an 8. The Superman and Lois one, I'd give a 7. And the Stargirl one, I'd give like a 5. What's up, Kalia? Made it to 30K. I saw your trailer reaction of Gotham Knights and everyone got mad about that. Dude, I posted, like, because I post just the reaction to TikTok just to kind of generate some kind of, like, synergy there, and my God, it's one of the few TikToks I've had blow up, and people are trashing it, man. It's like, I tried to be very fair, even though I did critique it pretty harshly, like throughout. I thought I was mostly fair, but yeah, the general reaction is definitely not positive. How was the trailer bad? Oh my God, how trailer was bad. Yes, man, it was so bad. When do you think Titan Season 4 will release? I don't know. They're filming it right now. We've seen some behind-the-scenes stuff pop up, so I don't know. I'm just, again, like I am willing to give Titan Season 4 more of a chance, too, because Season 3 was an improvement on Season 2, and definitely an improvement from Season 1, so I'm curious to see what they do with their higher budget, and I think they got a new showrunner, too, so I don't know. I'm curious about Titans, so we'll see. But I have no idea when it's going to be coming out. What's up, Mobbin? What's up, Omni? Congrats on 30K. If I had money, I'd give you a super chat for the first reaction I saw of yours was Cobra Kai Season 3 reactions, and I'm excited for Kenobi Episode 4, Superman, and Lois. I'm excited for all those as well, man. Dude, Cobra Kai Season 4, Season 4. Looks wild, man. I cannot wait, and I'm glad we're getting it early. But yeah, it's going to be wild, and no worries about the super chatting, man. You being here, your support, your engagement is really the biggest support you can give. Congrats on 30K. Cannot wait for Volume 2. Me either, man. I've said this many times up to this point. I could not have anticipated how invested into that show I was going to get. And I will be distraught if anything happens to any of our main players, and the writers, creators are teasing and pretty much telling us to prepare for somebody we know and love to die. I'm not ready for it. I'm curious to see the first week's numbers for Stranger Things 4, and will be the most watched season in English TV history. And we'll give Squid Game a run for its money. I'm sure it will give Squid Game a pretty hard run for its money. I think overall, I think Squid Game is still the number one as far as total numbers. But as far as first week views, I don't know. We've had a few things beat the first views, but Squid Game worldwide still, I think, is number one. But I don't know. We'll see. Rate the seasons of Titans from best to worst. My ranking for Titans Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. And Titans Season 3 has the worst season yet, in my opinion. From best to worst. Okay. So mine is the complete opposite of yours. I think Season 3 is the best Titans has been. Season 2 was the middle of the road, and Titan Season 1 was, for me, by and large and by far the worst. I think Titan Season 1 was debatably one of the worst seasons of television I've ever seen. Personally. Like, if I had to score, like, the seasons, I'd give Season 3, like, a 7. I'd give Season 2, like, a 5. No, not even that. I'd give Season 2, like, a 4. And I'd give Season 1, like, a 2 out of 10. Or a 1 or 2 out of 10. What's up, William? Omni, congrats on 30K. This is also the day where you sit in your chair and have a drink and a cigar as a toast to your celebration. Well, cigar, not so much. But we do have a drink. But that is actually just the usual for these on the weekend, so nothing too different there. But thank you, man. I'm glad you could make it. What's my favorite episode of Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 1? Probably Episode 7. I don't know. It's really tough between Episode 7 and Episode 4. Oh, but I feel like I want to go with episode 7 just because of the twists, turns, and reveals. But episode 4 is such a powerful, strong episode. I don't know, man. You know what? I'm going to go with episode 4. I'll go with episode 4. Sarah Lance White Carey is an amazing character, but Legends turned into a terrible show in the later seasons. Do I agree? I don't think it was terrible. It just wasn't what I signed up for in the beginning. It just, after a while, stopped being a superhero show, which is why I was there. It really was trying to stay disconnected from some of the other Arrowverse shows, and that was also kind of annoying. But I still enjoyed the characters and some of the shenanigans they got up to, but it definitely was not... It definitely fell off after Season 2 for me, even though I still enjoyed it in the end. Have I seen Ty West X? I actually have a review for it, Thomas. But I have, and I'm looking forward to the prequel when that comes out. Just make a top 11 list because it works. Because of 11. Well, I feel like that, putting it at well, no, I wouldn't be putting Stranger Things at 11. I'd be knocking something down for sure. I don't know. Maybe. Top 11 feels like a nostalgia critic thing. I don't know how I feel about ripping that off, but we'll see. What's up, Stixie? Sorry I'm late. I mean, didn't you message earlier? I'm pretty sure I saw you in the chat earlier. Yeah, you did. So, did you leave? It's fine. Well, no, hold up. This is 13 minutes after it started. Jesus Christ, I'm that far behind already? God damn it. I'm sorry, guys. 13 minutes after the stream started, and we're at 4:40 now. So I am 27 minutes behind. God damn it. Barry and Sarah's heart-to-heart in Crisis is one of my favorite scenes in the entire Arrowverse. It's definitely up there for me, man. Part 1. A production member of Superman and Lois has said the Berlanti and Pedowitz specifically put both Flash and Superman and Lois after they lost the fight for Batwoman. Les is putting them in priority 1. As they should. Part 2. Where did that go? I just saw it. I think the chat refreshed and then I lost part 2. Here we go. With that, he says fans don't have to worry about Season 3 of Superman and Lois as they have planned out the story. However, Season 4 is a complete coin toss in terms of renewal, and with all the cancellations, Helbing isn't taking the chance, so he's writing a potential end if they don't get another renewal. But with that, recent rumors regarding WB explaining about how both Stargirl and Superman and Lois, I'm a bit concerned. He basically said that if WB puts Superman and Lois on HBO Max, they still have to pay half the budget to CW, regardless if they air it or not. He even mentions that WB executives who supports them are disappearing. Ooh. Yeah, man. I think even with Superman and Lois and all that, I think we're running on borrowed time right now for all those shows, man. Here, according to Stargirl Wiki, Pat fought in World War II. How is that even remotely possible? Like I said, well, I mean, by the time you posted this, I will not have said it yet, but time shenanigans. Time shenanigans. I'm confident something happened that flung him into the future. I just slapped the duck out of, I know what you meant, out of my cousin and took his toaster strudel and punched my little brother in the jaw and robbed his ramen noodles. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Don't do that. What's up, Omni? What's up, Brandy? I hope you are having a good weekend. We finally finished Stranger Things 3 days ago. Congrats on 30K. Remember when you started? Aw, you've been here for quite some time, both on and off the screen, Brandy. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed the show up to that point as well. Congratulations, buddy. Thank you, man. Choose Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugatti, Tesla, or Mustang. Mustang shouldn't even be on that list with the others. Neither should Tesla, to be honest. Ferrari? Probably. Bugatti would be cool considering they make the fastest car in the world, or at least it was the fastest. But the upkeep on that car is impossible unless you are of the super rich. I mean, all of those realistically are, but not that much. I think it's like $50,000 for one tire, and you have to fill it up with jet fuel, like a hybrid specialized jet fuel. I'm doing so much better, thank you. I'm a lot stronger, and people are surprised how quickly I'm recovering. I'm going in for a checkup at the hospital on Wednesday. Prayers all is well. I'm glad to hear that you're doing better and that you're turning around quickly. Hell yeah. Definitely giving you positive energy and all the prayers. I have a theory for the next episode. There is no weapon. I think they will find Soldier Boy, and he is the weapon. I honestly... Yeah, I feel like the whole magic soup killer weapon thing is going to be a unicorn chase. Like, it's not real, or it's not exactly what they think. So I'm kind of right there with you, though I wasn't exactly sure what I would label it just yet. What's up, Cody? Welcome. If you like Jensen Ackles, you should watch Supernatural. You don't even need to do a reaction to it. It's on my list for to do one of these days. That's for sure. They're called Omniclones. Yes, my doppelgangers around the world. Best casting for Fantastic Four. Billy Eichner as Mr. Fantastic. Margot Robbie as Sue Storm. The Rock as The Thing. And Johnny Knoxville as Human Torch. Matt Smith as Dr. Doom. With John Krasinski writing the movie and Andy Serkis and Peyton Reed directing. It would be an interesting combination of characters. I'll give you that. What's up, Legion? Congrats on 30K. Really appreciate the content, and you don't talk too much. Well, thank you. Thank you. What causes hiccups, yawning, sneezes, itching in general? I'm not a scientist. Ask a doctor. Damn it, Jim. I'm a reactor, not a doctor. Reports say Fantastic Four director will be a big name. My top 3 picks are Sam Raimi, Steven Spielberg, or James Cameron. Yeah, I did see that Kevin Feige, after Multiverse of Madness, is more apt towards leaning into the skills of experienced directors so that he can be more hands-off. However, as you guys might have seen in my previous review and reactions and stuff to Multiverse of Madness, I kind of wish they had a little more control on Sam Raimi, because it was a bit of a... I still thought Multiverse of Madness, while not a complete train wreck, was a little bit of a disappointment and unbalanced. Still liked it overall, but yeah, I feel like Sam Raimi... And I don't know if this was all Sam Raimi. It could have been the script, but it definitely... Something happened with this movie that let it get a little disconjointed, in my opinion. What's up? Hey, Ryan here, stopping by to congratulate you on the 30K. Look forward to when I'm financially stable enough to support you on Patreon. In the meantime, I'll happily support by liking and sharing. Why, thank you, man. Thank you so much for that. By no means does anybody have to super chat or go to the Patreon or anything like that. I do appreciate everybody that does. It does help a lot, but is not an expectation. I don't want anybody to feel like that, but I do appreciate all the love and support. And I will say, though, it is thanks to a lot of the patrons we've been able to do some of these movie reactions, and I actually have some editors that can help me with some of these videos throughout the week. So it has pushed us in the right direction, but it is by no means a requirement. Guys, just being here, liking and sharing, helping us with the algorithm, all that jazz, that's the best thing I can ask for. And just this positive energy, man. Superman and Lois was great. Season 2 so far. Can't wait for the rest of the season. I've been enjoying the season overall. I think at this point, now we haven't finished it, I think overall, I think season 1 was probably a bit of a more tight and stronger season in my personal opinion, but we'll have to wait and see how it closes out. Would you consider doing multiple parts for Stranger Things Volume 2? I think I actually mentioned that a little bit ago. Yeah, Because episode 8 and episode 9 are both longer than episode 7, more than likely both of those are going to be two-parters. At least that's how I'm thinking about it right now in my head. But logistically, we'll have to wait and see. I'm excited for the Gotham Knights game, a multiplayer open-world Batman game where you play as the sidekicks. I'm definitely going to play as Tim Drake Ronan in the story. Yeah, I still think the gameplay looks a little shoddy, but yeah, man, that game looks like a fucking 5-star hotel when compared to the TV show of the same name right now. I watched the Pedro Pascal Vanity Fair lie detector test after I mentioned it. It was funny. I never laughed so hard. Yes, it's so funny. If you have not watched that, check it out. Check out the Wired autocomplete interview he does with Oscar Isaac. I had seen that, man. Those two, I love seeing them together, man. They're hilarious. If a child and an old man are in a road and you have to hit something, what do you hit? I'm not going to answer that question. Why not hit the brakes? Well, obviously, but that's not how you framed the question. What's up, hun? Hello, Steph. Love your Stranger Things videos. UK fan here. New sub, but here for a long run now. Love the fact that you show your emotions, makes your reactions so genuine. Well, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Shout outs to the UK. Yeah, I try not to most of the time and just let it kind of happen. And this, like I mentioned, with like how this show was like written and how fleshed out and well-rounded these characters are and some of the themes they touch upon, a lot of them unexpectedly hit a little too close to home. So yeah, it's a little hard to bottle them up sometimes, but it happens. It's crazy. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you enjoy the reactions, and I'm glad you're not put off by me being a little crybaby sometimes. Thank you so much. Predator's my favorite movie, has never been topped. I mean, it's a damn good movie. And my lord, so many iconic moments and lines from that movie. Get to the chopper! Hell, even 2 has some pretty good lines in it. I think too many people sleep on Predator 2, personally, but Predator 1 is definitely by and large and far the best in the franchise. I'm watching The Boys for the first time. Watched episode 1 today. It's too edgy for me, but I'm interested. Yeah, from conversations we've had in the past, it definitely did not seem like it would be up your alley. Especially when it comes to the types of ways you like your superheroes depicted. This is the complete opposite of anything you've described wanting. Whereas Invincible at least has like a wholesome angle to it and a positive message behind the entire series. The Boys is cynical through and through. Through and through. Episode 4, Max scene is blowing up. Might be my favorite scene of Stranger Things ever. It's a tough call, man. That's a tough call. Especially because like it's hard for me to just kind of parse back through all the great scenes up until this point and just to kind of pick and choose, but it's damn high. I downloaded that Kate Bush song, man, and that song has skyrocketed after that episode too. Yeah, great. It was a beautiful scene. And people were like, "Oh, you ruined it. You muted the music. That was the best part of the whole thing." And late to the party, great friend of the channel, a lot of people had even like muffled it, muted it, not muted it, muffled it, altered the sound, and anybody that has left any audio in that scene at all are getting manually claimed. The license owner for that song is manually going around and claiming people's videos because of that. So that's why it's better to be safe than sorry. So I'm sorry you wanted to hear the song. I'm sorry it impacted your enjoyment of the video, but is that or those these music studios are, they don't fuck around, and people don't get that. So I would much rather be safe than lose my video to a music company that will not respect fair use. I hope Eddie doesn't bite the dust. I've really become quite endeared to Eddie, even though he's quite the little like cowardly lion. I think he's going to kind of step into his own here in these last two, and I like him. He's hilarious. He reacts and responds in ways that make sense given the situation he's in. So I appreciate that all the same, and I like the way the actor plays him, man. I really do. Damn, I remember you at 10K and now 30. You famous. Will you still remember me? Yeah, I don't know how I could forget, Stixie. You always leave some interesting comments and stuff. If I'm interested in psychological character analysis, I recommend Therapist Reacts vids by Georgia Dow. I subscribe to her, actually. She's got vids on Stranger Things, Arcane, and Legend of Vox Machina. I started watching her because of her breakdowns on Arcane, actually. That was when I actually started getting recommended her videos, was after I finished reacting to Arcane. Yeah, I also recommend her videos as well. Very insightful. Imagine Kevin Feige convincing Johnny Depp to play Mephisto in the MCU. That would be hilarious. What made you start making videos? Honestly, I've wanted to for a long time. Back in the OG days of like the old content creators of the movie sphere, like Nostalgia Critic, even the game side of things like Linkara, pretty much Angry Joe, Cinema Snob, all the old hats, even Nostalgia, the Lindsay Ellis, even like people like that. They just made talking about movies seem so fun, and I always loved nerding out about stuff. So I was like, it just took me like well beyond the upstart of that to finally find the courage to start doing it. And it was mostly because I was in a stable place in my life. I was feeling a lot better about myself. I had my own place finally, and fuck it, I just got a camera and I reacted to a trailer, and that's how it started. I was like, you know what, I saw some trailer reactions and stuff like that, and I was like, I can start off with that and go from there. And it just I kind of got swept up into it. A lot of it too came because like the older I get, the less I get to actually talk to the people I grew up with, because we all kind of, sadly in life, people drift, man, they really do. And I had slowly started to lose my outlet to talk about all the things I loved. So that was a big old motivator to do this as well, because I was like, I want to talk to somebody about all this shit. Even if I'm just talking at the void, but if somebody sees, hears, or listens, maybe we could start a narrative or a conversation in the comments or something. And that's kind of how it started. What am I going to do this summer? Work. Pretty much just work. I don't really have any summer plans outside of going to the movies, hanging out, playing D&D. It's pretty much all I've got right now. Advice for aspiring content creators. I don't know if I'm the best to give advice. Just be yourself. Just be as genuine as possible. Own your mistakes. Roll with it. And because people can smell when somebody's being fake, I feel like. So I think that's the best thing I can say is try to just not be afraid to just kind of let who you are show, because then you'll find the people that actually want. That sounds like some generic ass shit, but I feel like it's actually fairly true, especially since how I've kind of kicked things off. How awesome would it be to see like a boys video game? I don't know how you'd structure that, to be honest, but I'd give it a shot. I'd definitely give it a shot. Are you excited for the new Obi-Wan Kenobi book, Padawan, by Kristen White? Obi-Wan Kenobi has just become a Padawan of Qui-Gon Jinn, and Qui-Gon teaches him patience. Obi-Wan is yearning for some Jedi action and finally gets a mission. Qui-Gon is a no-show, so Obi-Wan goes off on his own. The book comes out July 26th. I pre-ordered the hardcover on Amazon. I have not heard about that one, but I might give it a go. I might check it out. I'm right now, as far as books go, the only one that's on my radar is the one that is coming out here soon. or I mean, I don't know if it's soon, but the one about Luke and Lando and their quest for Exegol, because Force Ghost Anakin apparently makes a pretty prominent appearance in it. And I'm curious to see how that shakes up and affects canon. That's mostly the main reason I want to read it. The Duffer Brothers admitted they forgot Will's birthday, which was unfortunate. Yes, I brought that up in the video I put out yesterday for the breakdown on the season. The CW is basically in the worst position at the moment. They canceled another fantastic favorite series because CBS didn't want to continue it. Yeah, they're in a rough spot, man, from both sides. Congrats on 30K. Nice content. Thank you, Diane. I really do appreciate that. Love you guys, for real. Cal Kestis Nation, any meaning to the fact that that whenever Will Spidey senses the Upside Down, he touches the same part of his neck where El ripped the power blocker from Vecna's neck. I never put two and two together there. You always, like, the hair standing up on the back of your neck is always like a common descriptor of fear. So that's how I always read it, but it is possible that it has some tie to that as well, but I don't know. That's a good thought. I hadn't thought about that one. Seeing the new Top Gun tomorrow. Awesome. Let me know what you think. Did I like Top Gun? I did. My reaction to the first one's on the channel currently, and I have my review for Top Gun Maverick up. I loved them both. Are you still doing more movie reactions? I don't have one lined up currently, but I'm definitely open to doing more of them, as we kind of have the means now, at least. If the show is as bad as it looks, it doesn't matter if they need new shows. Aslov will cancel it. Not wrong. Hey, what's up? Congratulations on reaching 30K, dude. Thank you, KN. Thank you so much. I'm glad you could make it. You've seen Roseanne. I love it so far on season 4 now. No, I have not. And I will not watch Roseanne after some certain things that have happened in the past. Also, just in general, not my flavor of show. Even when the original was out, I never really got into it. Just heading into work. Thought I'd pop in to say congrats. Well, thank you, Terry and Joe. Hope you have a great day at work. Sorry you have to work on the weekend, but hopefully it's a smooth and easy day for you. My favorite episode of Season 4, Volume 1 is Dear Billy. Yeah, I do think I have to second that a little bit. What's up, Sketch? Welcome, buddy. I also love the Jurassic Park movies, and seeing 2 generations on screen was good, and no spoilers, of course, but they did it smoothly. That's good to know. Did I ever have a light bright? I don't think I did. I don't believe so. Which character would you cast as Johnny Depp in DC if you had the chance? Oh, actually, coming back to that, light brights don't work like that. They have a singular backlight that illuminates the individual pegs. So, like, how they did like the writing on the light bright, that technically wouldn't work, but I'll give it for creative licenses. Which character would you cast Johnny Depp in DC if you had the chance? That's a tough one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a character that immediately comes to mind. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about that one a little more at length. Gotta go now, dude. Pick up time for more Dreamcatcher. I'll try to pop back soon. Thanks for the shout out. No problem, Cryo Boy. Have fun. I'm assuming Dreamcatcher is whatever you're smoking. Other than that, no idea. But enjoy, my man. What's up? Hey, buddy. What are you doing? On My Mind Entertainment. Go check out his channel, guys. For real. Great reviews. Great reactions. Great dude, man. Great dude. What's up, Omni? Congrats on 30K. You deserve this and so much more, my friend. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Well, thank you, man. I really do appreciate it. This guy puts in some great killer work, too. We don't always see eye to eye on certain things. We have different opinions, but that's the beauty of the internet and art, subjectivity, and hearing other opinions, man. We'd meet in the middle quite a lot, but he's got some great commentary. He's got some great reviews. He's got great reactions. Go show him some love, man, for real. We supposed to have Halloween's trailer this month. We are? It's a little soon. I feel like that's a little too early for a trailer, but I just hope it's better than Halloween Kills. Does Black Adam trailer release soon? It's supposed to drop June 8th. June 8th. I only got 2 seasons of Stranger Things Funko Pops, and I need season 4 ones. Yeah, I need to start. I was starting looking through some Funko options for them, and I definitely will be picking some up once I can find some. Would I have Fantastic Four take place in the 60s or present day in the MCU? I would probably prefer present day, but 60s could work as well, but I don't know. Either could work. I'm currently on Star Wars Fever, catching up on Clone Wars, Bad Batch, and Rebels. I'm on Season 7 of Clone Wars. I'm on Episode 9 of Season 7. Hell yeah, man, you're almost caught up completely then on Clone Wars. You're in for a wild ride, though. I'm really curious what your favorite show of all time is. I really enjoyed Stranger Things, but I have too many issues with Seasons 1, 2, and 3. So it doesn't even crack my top 10. Favorite shows are number 2, Big Bang Theory, and without a doubt, my number 1 is Mythbusters. I wouldn't count Mythbusters as like a show, because it's not like it's fiction or anything. I mean, I guess it's technically a TV show, but it's not. When I say my favorite TV show of all time, it's like story-driven TV show. I'm not going to say like 60 Minutes is my favorite TV show of all time. But I do love Mythbusters, but I would not ever put it on my top 10. I mean, I've mentioned my number 1 show 1,000 times. I mention it most of the time throughout my Stranger Things reactions, man. It's X-Files. The X-Files is responsible for most of our modern television things. The structure of most modern television to this day. And I don't know what problems you're talking about. You know, subjectivity is what it is. I have no issues with season 1, 2, or 3 of Stranger Things. I think the only minor thing I have is just like the minor inconsistencies in Billy's character, and it's not even really an inconsistency. It's just they don't follow through on certain things, and that's not necessarily that important because he's more or less a supporting character at the time. So, I mean, aside from that, I mean, I don't have any issues with. I think Stranger Things is almost, I wouldn't say flawless, but pretty close. In a lot of ways. It's no Breaking Bad in production, but it's close. I feel like Hank Pym could have worked. And hold on, rewind. Not to be, again, Big Bang Theory is above Stranger Things, and you're saying you have problems with Stranger Things, but not Big Bang Theory? I question that logic, but like I said, it's how people feel, man. I'm not going to judge that, but it seems like there's some contradictory evidence happening right there. I feel like Hank Pym could have worked with the Fantastic Four. Maybe a mention in Quantumania. That would be neat. That could happen. What's up, Fat Kids Review? Welcome. I don't like Angela the Bully in Stranger Things Season 4. She was mean to 11. Just don't like her. I feel like that's kind of the point. We weren't meant to like Angela. And I personally, I'm glad Elle did what she did. Can't believe Morbius returned to theaters this weekend only for it to flop. Yeah, I cannot believe the internet summoned this thing back into existence. Have I seen Will Smith's documentary series called Best Shape of My Life? If not, I highly recommend it. I am not. It shows the real Will Smith, like how it shows that celebrities deal with normal problems like us, except anything and everything they do is publicized. Shows really inspiring and actually has changed me as a person. The most eye-opening thing I've taken from the show is we all delude ourselves a little bit about things that scare us. We invent these stories to protect ourselves. Sometimes we'd rather blindfold ourselves than see the world exactly how it is. Cool. I didn't know he had one out, but I'll take a look at it. Another reason Zazzle might cancel Superman and Lois is because, according to the production member of the shows, it's creatively CW without any input from WB, on top of payment, regardless if they put it on HBO Max or not. I mean, we'll see. Did not realize Jamie Campbell Bell, actor for One, was in Twilight. He was in Twilight, Mortal Instruments, Harry Potter. He was young Grindelwald in Harry Potter. Which is what I actually recognize him from. He was in Sweeney Todd, the Johnny Depp film version of Sweeney Todd. So I had to look it up, but I couldn't place where I remembered him from. But then I was like, oh shit, that's Grindelwald once it clicked. Sadie Sink is going to be cast in Scream 6, and she's going to be in it. Is that confirmed? If that's confirmed, that'll be cool. Maybe Pat has Lazarus Pit underneath the basement in his house. Oh, maybe. Congrats, buddy. Here's the 100K. Oh, that is some deep dreaming right there. But hell yeah, appreciate the optimism, man. And thank you for the congratulations. The rumors about Henry Cavill returning, I'd be happy about that. But with them planning to canceling Superman projects like 1 step forward, 15 step back. I don't think that's 15 steps back. I agree with them sticking to 1 and moving forward. If that is the case, if that is accurate, I think that is what they should be doing to begin with. But I don't think that means we're going to lose Superman and Lois. I think they're canceling all in the works projects because there's two to three other Superman projects that aren't even out yet, that they've been in the works, they've been building up, they're being created, produced and stuff like that. I think that's what he's talking about. Like WB produced, DC produced Superman projects. I don't think that has anything to do with Superman and Lois, but you never know. Marvel Phase 5 is coming soon. What Marvel movie or TV show am I excited for? Is it? I'm pretty sure Phase 4 extends into 2023 and 2024. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's in Phase 5. If it is time shenanigans and not sliding timeline in Stargirl, I definitely want Pat to go to a VA meeting with a World War II hat, and just the utter confusion that ensues. That would be kind of funny to see, to be honest. That's a funny thought. Hey, Summer, congrats on 30K. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Do you think Kenobi is going to continue to forgo his lightsaber except when fighting Vader? I don't know. Now that he's turned it on, he might. Now he's escaping this, might have to reflect on his own fear. So I think he might have to overcome that a little bit. And I think we might see him whip it out a little bit more frequently. But it's still got to be with restraint, because he doesn't want to go flashing around to everybody in the neighborhood that he's a Jedi. I mean, once he's face to face with Vader, that's like a no choice situation. So, but I do think we'll see it more frequently. What's up, Donick? We did enjoy season 4 of Stranger Things. What a shock! I'm planning to come to WV in a few weeks. Maybe I'll see you around. That would be awesome if you could. Just keep me posted. You definitely check out Danielle Harris' scary movie called Camp Coldbrook. Never heard of that one. Interesting. Can't wait for the Spider-Man games on PC. Me too! That was a fun announcement. I know I didn't react to any of the trailer announcements that came from the PlayStation State of Play. Like the RE4 remake. I'm excited for it, but like, I feel like out of all the Resident Evil games, there are still other games that deserve a remake before Resident Evil 4. Like Code Veronica, And hell, Resident Evil 1 is still the only mainline Resident Evil game that is still on tank controls. It's so annoying. But yeah, Spider-Man, I'm looking forward to that. Especially the mods that they'll add to the game and stuff like that, that the modding community to be able to get their hands on. That'll be fun. That game deserves to be on PC. Also, the Final Fantasy 16 trailer looks dope as fuck. Word is Kevin Feige wants a big name director for Fantastic Four. My choice would be Steven Spielberg. Yep, somebody else mentioned that earlier on. Hope we get Halloween video games. We've had some in the past, but I would not expect any in the future. My choice. What? Brad Bird for Fantastic Four. That would be an interesting one. That would definitely be an interesting one. Superman Lois, do you think Allie would go after John Zorro for more power, and that might be a turning point for him? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That probably is going to happen. I think if anybody's going to take out John Zorro, it's going to be Allie. And that'll definitely put his beliefs to the test. Illuminati were fucking stupid in Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. First, Reed Richards says, don't Black Bolt talk with his mouth. He'll take you out. Black Bolt sneezes in his head and explodes. Then Reed turns. Yeah, it was very roughly handled. Actually, if Michael Waldron is to be believed, Sam Raimi didn't actually have complete control over Multiverse of Madness. Marvel interfered a lot with the movie, having him control parts of the movie and not the entire thing. I mean, I'd believe it. I'd believe it. Found your channel because of the Goonies reaction. Did you do reactions to the Arrowverse crossovers? I wasn't doing reactions at those time. The only crossover I reacted to was Crisis, because that was around the time I actually started to do reactions to TV shows. So Arrow Season 8 and everything Arrowverse post-Crisis I've reacted to. But I do have reactions to Crisis. But none of the previous crossovers, unfortunately. Do you think Tal-Ro might try to rescue his BFF assistant? I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure he doesn't give a shit at this point. But you never know. Honestly, when I think of how hilarious... when I think of hilarious Pedro Pascal things, I think of him laughing at the word semen over and over again at the community table read. I'll have to look up that one. That sounds hilarious. I got a Hellfire Club t-shirt. Me too. I got one as well. I got two. One's not in yet. One's the classic baseball style that we have that's in the show, and then one's just a normal t-shirt, a black t-shirt with the logo on it. Helloing, peeps and peepettes. What's up, Vamp Man? Welcome. After a month and a half, I'm now up to Season 9 of Episode 5 of The Walking Dead. Really enjoy the show so far, but I feel like a lot of stuff works far better binged. Feels like a good point to take a break, so I don't feel like I wait so long for the final 8 episodes. Continuing binging Hitman 3 to 100%. Already over 100 hours, and still lots to do. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you're making some progress. But yeah, I do think it works better binged. On the week to week, it can feel a little sloggy, I'll say. But you're making progress. You almost caught up. Rock Mouse. Congrats, my man. You deserve this so much. You're my favorite reactor, and you're so genuine, and I love it so much. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you so, so much. I try to be real. I want them to bring Bob from Stranger Things back. Zombie Bob. Yeah, nah. The people that are dead, man, unless it's all a dream in the end. What theories do you have for the next 2 episodes? Dude, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how they're going to come head to head with Vecna and all that. I mean, obviously, the military's coming for Brenner and his compound. So 11's probably going to have her powers back by then and defend the situation. I feel like maybe the kids or somebody's going to have to go in after Nancy back into the Upside Down to get her out of that situation. But how they defeat Vecna, I have no idea. I don't have even a sliver of an idea of what's going on. I have my theories about the inner workings and the hierarchy and stuff, but I don't know. I got nothing, man. I really don't know. I'm still going to enjoy your reactions for season 2 of Stranger Things. Have at it. If your dreams don't scare you, they are not big enough. It's a good point. That is a very good point. Apparently getting Kate Bush to agree to let people use her music is a little more involved process. I mean, music licensing in general is pretty ridiculous. I mean, some shows and some movies have to pay millions of dollars just to play one song in their movie. Also super, super excited for Willow. Might be cheesy, but also fun and uplifting. It's also surprisingly dark though, but yeah, after finally seeing Willow for the first time, reaction on my Patreon, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And I kind of am looking forward to the show, but I don't know if I'll react to it or not. Well, I'll be watching the Prey movie when it comes out on Hulu August 5th. It's the prequel to The Predator. It takes place in the early 1700s. The teaser made me interested. I watched the teaser, but it wasn't enough for me to post a reaction to it because it was just so short. I will be watching it. I've watched every Predator thing, so I will be checking it out. The time period definitely intrigues me a lot, and I got a lot of questions about it, but I'm very curious to check it out for sure. We British girls like men who show their emotions, so definitely does not put me off. It's rare over here. Most of the time, I'm teary-eyed at the same time as you. Episode 4 is beyond epic. Well, I feel like it's the same place here, man. I don't know. Emotions are not acceptable for men. Maybe I should have grown up in the UK. I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, it's been crazy, and dude, I even rewatching stuff over and over again, I still get emotional about certain things, man. I think that's just really goes to show the length and the depth of the characters is when it can affect you in a non-physical way like that. It's moving. I love good media that does that. And I'll never not show it. Never not show it. I'm curious to see how all the different groups in Stranger Things reunite. Yeah, that's the big question I have is like, how's everybody going to get their groups back together? And hun, I'm just teasing. Chill. See you giving me that face. All I'm saying is I probably would have had an easier time growing up, given the situation appreciation of the sensitive folk. Love you. Oh, yeah, I'm really curious to see how that's going to go. They actually showed parts of the episode to convince her, although she was already a fan, so she probably was leaning their direction anyways. It was probably definitely a negotiation tactic, for sure. I would hope to see Eleven and Hopper see each other in season 4 finale. Oh, I definitely think they will. What's good is you sound like many people who probably watch your videos. Sounds like you. What's good is that you sound like many people who probably watch your videos. What's my day job? I'm an IT. I'm an IT guy for supply chain management stuff. I felt bad for Amber Rose. Got fired from DC when we want to see her in Aquaman 2. Amber Rose? Who the hell is Amber Rose? Who's Amber Rose? American model and television personality. I'm not familiar with this person. Unless you mean Amber Heard, I don't want to see her in Aquaman 2. I do not. If you meant Amber Heard, I really don't want to see her in Aquaman 2. Personally. What's up, Jill? Cool to catch you live. Welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Just checked, Stargirl is co-owned by both HBO and CW with the exact same deal like Superman and Lois, which means CW gets paid regardless if they air Supergirl or not. Well, let's rewind a bit. Superman and Lois is not co-owned. Stargirl is the only co-owned show that exists DC-wise. Just to kind of clear that space. I watch you and others because I do not have anyone that is into all the stuff I'm into. My husband does watch, but I have to explain a lot. I'm glad you're here, Susan. You've been here for a long time, and I really appreciate you. And I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we could share all the stuff together. And yeah, I feel like we have a very similar attachment to this whole spectrum of media that connects us, for certain. How many seasons does Stranger Things have? 4 currently. 5 will be the 5th season will be the final one. So they say. They are talking about spin-offs, but as far as the main show, will be ending at 5. Happy 30Kth day, Omni. What's up, Ixie? Thank you so much. I think Vecna will go outside of the Upside Down because Will only touches a neck when something was in our world, and he hasn't done that yet. But in a teaser poster, he does. Ooh, interesting. Congratulations. Thank you, Deanna. How would you consider doing a collab with another reactor, like some other smaller or bigger reactors going on, which help them grow too? I do every now and then. Me and Busy Braun and are working on getting a collaboration, like a live stream together to talk about this season of Stranger Things. We're trying to get Matthew V. Haynes in there as well. The 3 of us talked Cobra Kai not too long ago, all together. So we're trying to plan something else around that. And I'm always open to it. I always feel like, what's the word? I guess not shy, but like, I don't know. I feel weird reaching out to people. But I've had people reach out to me. A lot of people here right now are probably new, but we've done like a massive reactor trivia night a few times where there's a shit ton of reactors that got together and did like DC and Marvel trivia. I mean, we had people. I have a copy of it on my channel if you want to go check it out. Like with me, Busy, Chainsaw, C. Jane Go, Married to the Real, Blind Wave, Normies. We had Rana and Chris on there. From them, we had RTTV. We had a whole bunch of people, man. And Akasan. I've been on Akasan's channel. He brought me on to talk about the Flash season 7 when that finished up. But yeah, I've also been on the Real Rejects, but that was a long time ago. That was probably when I was still like at 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers. We did a podcast episode on their channel where we were talking about, it was around the time the Joker had come out, and we were giving our villain movie centric pitches. Me, John, and Greg. And I'm always up for doing more. I feel awkward if I'm the one that reaches out. I don't know. Shy, insecure, don't want to be a bother. Pick a reason. Discover you a couple nights ago through your Top Gun reaction, which I loved. I immediately subscribed. Congratulations on reaching 30K. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the Top Gun reaction. I wasn't sure how that one was going to go. But I enjoyed the movie, and it was fun making that one. So I'm glad it turned some people on. to the channel. And maybe even turn some people on. I mean, let's not lie. That volleyball scene is... But anyway, speaking of volleyball scenes, the equivalent in the new one, equally as hot. The beach football scene? Hell yeah. Yeah, the sexiest people in the world in those movies. Oh, we got a super chat. Auntie Lacey, congratulations on 30K. Keep doing the great work you do. Hugs from Norway. Hugs right back, Lacey. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. How are you enjoying Obi-Wan and the other Star Wars stuff we got coming down the pipeline? What are you most excited for? I know that's you're more geared into that sort of thing that we cover here. I'd love to know your thoughts on it so far. Where did I leave off? Where is it? There you are. What character do you fear losing most in Season 4 of Stranger Things? Steve. I would say Hopper because he's my favorite character, but they already did this fake out death thing with Hopper with the whole Russian plot, and I don't think they'll bring him back just to kill him. I think Steve and Nancy are the one it's really leaning towards. But I'm also, part of me thinks it might be Mike. Or even Will. Those are the ones I go through. It's either Steve, Nancy, Mike, or Will. Will would be a problematic ass death if that happens though, but I don't know how they're going to resolve his plot line otherwise, but we'll have to wait and see. I want nothing bad to happen to Will, I will tell you that. And I love Steve too much. He's dumb, he's beautiful, and he's just too good. I don't think Dustin's in danger, but I would flip shit if Dustin died. There's not a damn person on the cast that I would just want to die, to be honest. So I do fear all of them, but fearing the most, I would have to say Dustin, even though I don't think he's likely of dying. Then Hopper, I don't think he's likely of dying. 11, they've done it already before. I don't think that's going to happen. And then I think it would probably be Will. But I think Steve and then Nancy are the ones that are actually in the crosshairs, but we'll have to wait and see. What's my most proudest moment of my life? Is it sad that nothing really is coming to mind right now? Yeah, I really don't know. Being able to live on my own and not have to go back to my parents for like 8 years, that's been fun. That's been an accomplishment. I would probably say just the amount of progress this channel has actually made is also a pretty proud moment that I've been able to stay consistent and keep pushing through all of the challenges that come with this. That's probably where I'll set at. I'll go with those two. Those two probably. We are almost there to Jurassic World Dominion. Yep, it's right around the corner. Want to check out your reactions to the Goonies and Top Gun. Let me know what you think, man. Johnny Depp as Constantine would be great. That could work. That could work. Looks like we got a duplicate post here. Hey, Shannon. Welcome. Congrats on 30K. I'm finally in the Discord, and we'll try to keep up. Welcome, and when did you join? I will have to... Man, I get lost with it because it's hard to keep track of people that join the Discord because a lot of times people's Discord names are wildly different than what they are on here. So I have no idea who half of the people that join actually are most of the time. Like in relation to who we talk to here. But yeah. I feel like a Shannon popped up. So I think that might have been you. If not, if I didn't greet you, I'm sorry. But I'm glad you're in there and joining in the conversation, I hope. Don't be shy. What's my favorite Elseworlds Batman comic? I don't know. I mean, it's not really an Elseworlds, but I would probably say, I mean, it's not an Elseworlds. That's technically not an Elseworlds. I don't know. I'm blanking on any of the Batman ones. I mean, obviously, there's if Bruce Wayne died in the alleyway and then his dad becomes Batman, but that's Flashpoint. I don't think that qualifies as Elseworlds. I don't know. I've not read very many Elseworlds, so I'm not sure. Nothing's leaping out to me right now. I apologize. I think the tentacles of spider legs Vectic uses represents the other numbers he's killed and harnesses their power in the Upside Down. He said they are still with him. And most of the people he's killed, like all the kids at the lab, and then the targets he's had in the real world, it was very much hinted at that he's building these psychic connections, which makes me think some of these people maybe had latent psychic abilities. So he's probably just adding and compounding those powers to his own. I think you might be right there. I also still think there's a lot of evidence to say that he himself has shaped the Upside Down to make it what it is to this day. Because like he was describing his perfect world to Nancy, it kind of sounds like the Upside Down when you think about it, but never know. Congratulations on the 30K. Here's hoping for 30K more and a sweet sponsorship deal. We shall see. I've had a couple things that I've just not responded to that I just don't feel all that confident in. And the DC one is coming to an end, but I'm still waiting on approval for the 2 other posts that I've got. Already filmed and ready to go. I just got to get the approval to put them up. Still waiting on, but we'll see. Hopefully there's more stuff around the corner. Have I ever watched Hopper as 11? No, I have not. Some people had recommended it, but I have not seen that yet. What's up, Jinx? Welcome. I'm excited for X-Men, the 97 show. Me too. Me too. Congratulations. Oh my god. Well, thank you, Donick. Can't wait for your reaction to episode 3 of The Boys. Soldier Boys debut. It should be out tomorrow. It'll be out tomorrow morning. Or, well, noon. Noon tomorrow, East Coast time. I would love to see Danielle Harris play in Stranger Things, but she can play a new character. That'd be cool. Do you agree that Star Wars The Clone Wars is the best Star Wars show? Overall, yeah, for sure. As much as I love The Mandalorian and even what we've had with Obi-Wan so far, yeah, Clone Wars is the best Star Wars TV show in my book. Just all around. Is Zaslav turning HBO into another content churning channel? Raised by Wolves, a fantastic, thoughtful show, did meet his definition of success. If HBO follows his ideas, TV will truly be dead. I don't think TV will truly be dead, but like high TV will truly be dead. HBO always had like a staple of quality to their products because of them being a premium channel, and definitely seems like it could be taking a bit of a nosedive. I'm very concerned about what Zaslav is going to be bringing to the table going forward for everything on the HBO side of things. We shall see, though. Never seen X-Files. Highly recommend it. It is very dated. Be warned, especially in the first 3 seasons. First 2 seasons, really. After a little while, the technology and the gap and the visual effects starts to fade and kind of like blur back into what we've grown up mostly with. But, I mean, consider it came out in 93. But it's iconic. It is the definition of iconic, especially when it comes to sci-fi television. It's fantastic. It does have its hit or miss episodes, I won't lie, but it's overall a lot of fun. I think it really finds its footing in season 3, but I still love the shit out of season 1 and 2, and they still have some episodes in those 2 seasons that are easily in my top 10 of the show. I'm on season 2 of the X-Files right now. I like it so far. Hell yeah. Building up. Oh, where are you at in season 2? Cliffhanger for season 2 is kind of nuts. Season 2 has some killer episodes too. And you'll see a lot of familiar faces in it as well, man. You really will. I've seen The Addams Project on Netflix. It's got Ryan Reynolds. I have a review on it on the channel and a reaction to it if you are a member or a Patreon supporter. It's kind of ironic that we inhabit the only living planet in the observable universe, yet our major impact as a species is to make it unlivable. Yeah, that is the irony of our existence, man. Truer words, truer words. Thank you again, man, for another super chat. Which friendship in Crisis do I like better? Barry and Jefferson or Barry and Sarah? Is Stranger Things 4 confirmed to be the final season? No. As I mentioned just a little bit ago, season 5 is when the series comes to an end. That's confirmed already. As far as the friendships in Crisis, I would have to say I like the pairing of Barry and Jefferson more. But I think the friendship, as you call it, was they had just met, so they were bonding in that. So I wouldn't say their friendship is strong or as strong, but Barry and Sarah's bonding was a lot stronger in that moment. So I would go with Barry and Sarah for that specific question. You know, with me, how behind I am, I'm glad that at least I can pop these questions on screen so you guys know where I'm at. Many talents, mainly in HBO, are complaining about how recently their ideas for original shows are being turned down, especially after the Discovery merger. Yeah, I think the high times of HBO are probably behind them at this point. Honestly, I'm surprised maybe if it wasn't already finished or near finished in production, I doubt he would have even greenlit that Game of Thrones spinoff. But you never know, because that show's well outside of his budgetary limits. For Superman and Lois, I like the sometimes rebelliousness of the twins and Natalie. They're great kids with massive hearts and quick minds in different ways, but lacking maturity and experience. 100%. 100% there with you on that one. We got another super chat. It's not loaded yet, though. I lost my chat. There you are. Man, I'm really behind, man. So let's see. Have I seen the television show Lost? I apologize if you already addressed this. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. It's had a bad history due to people not understanding it. I've not seen it, but I've heard it does have like a lot of kind of mixed baggage, mainly about the way it ends. But yeah, I've never seen it. If actually no, I've forgotten the twist at this point. I knew the twist, like the ending at one point, but I can't remember it right now. Yeah, man, I definitely would be open to giving it a shot one day. I want to watch it someday. And thank you, Shay, for the super chat. Just showing some love. You didn't have to do that, man, but I really do appreciate it. And while I was at the bottom there looking at that super chat, Jillian asked, I'm on episode 8 of the X-Files. Question. Do you have a question? If you have a question, you can ask me about the show in particular. I've seen it from beginning to end. All, like, God, how many episodes are there total? 218 episodes. At least 10 times. All the way through. Fact, TV characters either wear the same outfit every day or never repeat an outfit. That is very true. It's either one or the other. You rarely see, if they don't wear the same outfit every time, you rarely see them wear the same outfit again. That's a good point. I've never really thought about that aspect of it. I'm excited for the Andor series. Me too, especially after that trailer. Especially after that trailer. I'm ready to see Nope, Jordan Peele's movie. Me too. Really looking forward to that. Really excited for Lightyear. Me too. Also, you inspired me and a few friends to start our own channel. It's called Rising Pine Productions. We just released our first short called The Last Shot. You're a bit inspiration to us. Aw! Send me a link. I want to check it out. I don't know if I'll react to it, but I'd like to at least, like, take a peek at it. Kate Dog. Meep. Howdy, Kate. How are you? Welcome. Yow! Omni Media. Congrats on 30K, man. Have you seen Stranger Things 4 premiere video? I've not seen the premiere video. But I've seen some people recommend it, so we'll have to see. Maybe I'll check it out. I watched Bob's Burgers movies last weekend. I did as well. I haven't posted a review for it, but I did go and watch it out of curiosity for Memorial Day. We had burgers at the house, and then we decided to go continue to the burger theme and go watch Bob's Burgers, and it was fun. It was all right. It was fun. I've only seen like 2 episodes of the show ever, but I thought it was a wholesome, fun ride. It being a musical was not what I expected, though. But that's kind of par for the course for these types of animated TV shows to big screen adaptations. I'm playing Arkham City while watching the stream. Arkham City, great, fantastic game. Simpsons or Family Guy? I would have said when I was younger, Family Guy. Right now, if I had to take a pick, I'd probably go for Simpsons. Also, Mulder and Scully, David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson cameo in The Simpsons as their characters from the X-Files. Seen that episode. Mostly excited for Street Fighter 6. It looks awesome. Never been much of a Street Fighter person. Always been more of an MK guy. So once we have a new Mortal Kombat, I will probably be right up on that. Hope you love Bob's Burgers TV show. Bob's Burgers or Stranger Things? It's not even a question. Stranger Things. Hands down. I really enjoyed Kenobi playing Solid Snake through the first episodes. That is a great description of what he's been doing. Especially his hand-to-hand maneuvering and manipulation of people. I think it's been really well handled so far. I'm hoping that the tension that they had in the several scenes is something we feel in Andor. Ooh, I agree with that one. For sure. What's up, Rowan? Hope you're having a good weekend. You're almost an affiliate. You're getting there. You got this. Congrats on 30K. Thank you. Thank you so much. For real. I'm glad you were able to make it and attend. I'm glad you're having hope you're having a good weekend. And keep on the streaming. You can make it. You're almost there. What's up, Malik? You know, I've never confirmed this. Am I saying your name right? Got to watch Obi-Wan on Disney Plus. Hell yeah. Having bad seasonal allergies. Black Bolt's death really resistance with me? All resonates with you. I get you. I feel you there. Did he sneeze, though? I thought he said, like, what the... Or he said shit. I thought he was cursing and killed himself. I thought that's what happened. Maybe did I misread that whole thing? The movie's going to be on Disney Plus here soon. I might have to rewatch it then. Obi Episode 3 felt more like a fan film, to be honest. This is the first time he's seen Obi and Vader wasn't aggressive enough. I don't agree with that at all. The fire stopping him from reaching Obi-Wan was kind of dumb. It didn't stop him. It didn't stop him. But the Obi fire scene was cool. See, this is a misconception I think a lot of people have been saying. Vader let him go. He's seen how weak and how far Obi-Wan has fallen. He's playing with his food. Part of him is playing with his food. He wants to torture him, as he said when he had him levitating. He was like, your torture will be slow and painful. He's not wanting to axe him. He doesn't want it to end. He wants him to have hope to take it away. He easily could have just grabbed him and pulled him right back. We all know that. He knows that. It's not like his force powers are on a cooldown. And Vader wasn't aggressive. He was choking civilians. He broke a teenager's neck. Dude was running out trying to save his father, and he's just like, nah, and just snapped his neck. How's that not brutal or aggressive? I don't get that aspect of it. I understand subjectivity and all that, but I can't see that. That's fucked up. And that's Vader, man. That's Vader to me. And then he gets up to Obi-Wan, and just like with Luke, he's using one hand. He's playing. He only uses if he's serious, he's using two hands. And he's fucking with him. He's just fucking with him. Now that he has a scent, it's like he knows Obi-Wan can't get far. I don't know. I respect aspects of it, but I don't. I had other problems with the episode, mainly with the editing and the way they handled the stormtroopers and stuff. Like, there were some cool scenes that happened with that, but I still like had to really be like, they really are like, find this Jedi and they don't have a picture out. They had a picture out for the bounty hunters. Why don't these stormtroopers know what he looks like? That was my hang up with the episode. But the stuff between Obi and Vader I thought was perfection. If both Bizarro and Anderson somehow return in the next 3 episodes, I'll be shocked. To be fair, Bizarro did die with a green kryptonite bullet in him, and Anderson was juiced on the... That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Was juiced on the XK inhaler. I do in the end feel bad for Anderson. He kind of had the John Walker effect in a way. He was just kind of set up to fail. And people just needed to have a conversation and he would have been fine. But yeah. Woo! Let's see. Street Fighter 6 is using the RE engine. Really? I didn't know that. That's interesting. We're using the RE engine for a fighting game? I've seen like some screens from it with Ken and some of the other characters, and the art direction definitely kind of took a little bit of a turn, and it definitely looks good. We'll see though. Congrats on 30K also. Thank you, Partenaire. Congratulations on 30K. Thank you, Bonnie. Cobra Kai cast interviews with just the kids are always hilarious. I've watched so many of them, and yeah, when they're together and just kind of like shooting the shit, it is funny. I need to get a Hellfire t-shirt. I love it. Yes. Do it. There's so many out there already, but I really wanted the baseball tee one, so I had to special order that one apparently. So it probably won't be here for a little while. What's up, Daniel? What do you prefer? Don't Breathe or Don't Breathe 2? Well, I didn't really care that much for Don't Breathe. It was kind of cool until the end, and it was just fucking weird. And based on the premise of Don't Breathe 2, I just refused to see it. I don't want to see it. I didn't see it, so I mean, I got no opinion on it other than I don't think it was I don't think they should have went the direction they went, but it is what it is, man. Jonathan will probably use Natalie's suit and fight Bizarro Jonathan, but then curious, who will fight Jordan? Who will Jordan fight then? It's a good question. I don't know. It's a good question. I didn't think about that. No idea. No idea. Star Wars Obi-Wan was so great, although some fans are complaining that Obi-Wan is breaking canon. I already messaged you about this. It has not broke a single thing about canon so far. It's like we have a month away for Thor: Love and Thunder. Oh my god. It is so close, isn't it? Damn. Some of these movies, man, they're just sneaking up on us. People on Superman and Lois are disappointed they're not giving Lois any reporting stuff. I kind of agree. All she does is cry or scream and always involves Superman stuff rather than her own Gazette. In this season specifically, I kind of feel like that a little bit. I can see that here. In season 1, though, she was all about the reporting. I mean, that's how they got as far as they did in the story so far. But no, I feel that. I can see that. Superman and Lois subreddit. Well, subreddit's a weird rabbit hole to dive into anyway. Who would be your DC Illuminati? Fate? Ooh, no, I don't want Fate on there. He's not a balanced mind. He's a little too... No, I mean, yeah, no. So Fate, Dr. Fate, Batman, Constantine. No, not Constantine. Constantine is a little too chaotic. Shit. No. Damn, it's tough. Flash. This is so hard to think about. I know for sure I feel like Batman and Dr. Fate would definitely be on there. Damn, I'm sorry. Past that, I'm not really sure who would be a good fit for the DC equivalent of that. The Walking Dead has its ups and downs. Season 1 through 6 is the golden era of the show. Season 9 made a good comeback. But that's about it, in my opinion. I'm still watching it, and I'm enjoying it, I guess. I feel you there. I do feel you. Season 1 through 6 is the heyday of it. I honestly think and I've said this many times, I think the show should have ended with the Season 8 finale. And that would have thematically concluded the entire story of the show up to this point. Season 9 was good though, and I think this last season was actually been pretty good. But it's just it's been kind of rocky here and there, for sure. Dragon Ball Super Hero is coming out in a week, so I'm excited. I wonder who the big bad in the movie is, and they keep saying Cell or New Cell. I don't know. We'll see. Volume 2, hope Hopper gets out of Russia. Hope 11 still gets her powers back, and I hope they kill Vecna. Hope Season 4 finale will still be great. Can't wait. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Good. I think it'll be solid. The word expert comes from the Latin expertus, meaning to be known by experience or to be tried and tested. There are online experts everywhere nowadays, experts in business and life coaching and health, but they do have the necessary experience to be credible. If you want credible advice on any subject, it's always best to go back to the source, which tends to be in the form of a book or a paper rather than Instagram post or TikTok video. 100% agree. Todd Phillips needs to make a Joker Part 2. I need it. There's more story to be told. And like he said, he put out earlier this week that he's close to having the story for Joker 2 down pat. So we'll see. I, though, hope the rumors about DC approaching him to be the head of their DC stuff going forward, or their advisor for DC as a whole going forward, I hope that's not true. I wonder if Feige is creating Avengers Con to use it to announce Phase 5 slate in Avengers 5. Maybe. That would be cool, though. I wonder how Black Panther 2 is going to be without Chadwick Boseman. It won't be the same. No, it definitely will not. And I'm very curious to see how it executes. Favorite Jackass movie? Probably 2 or 3. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've watched anything Jackass related. What's up, Omni? Thought I'd pop in and say hello, good brother. Hope you and everyone in the chat is doing well. Well, thank you, Hokuto Datsunuki. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for stopping in. This year will be Warner Brothers Discovery's first ever DC fandom. They need to announce a lot of new stuff, in my opinion. I agree. I think that's going to be the biggest mark of what's going on is how they approach DC fandom. Assuming they even have DC fandom this year since the merger's concluded. We'll see. One of my best memories is drinking with my girlfriends to AVP. 2 queens battling it out. And juvie predators making mistakes. Yeah, that movie's not the greatest, but it is still kind of cool to watch. No, I definitely get that one. I for one would be glad if Zaslav is canceling the Green Lantern HBO show, because it would allow Hal Jordan to become a series regular on Justice U and team up with Jon Stewart. We'll see. I mean Amber Heard. Okay, so you did mean Amber Heard back then. So yeah, I would prefer her to not be in Aquaman 2, to go back to your point. Daniel had my favorite arc out of the adults in season 4 of Cobra Kai, and Silver had my second favorite arc. Can't wait to see Daniel and Silver fight in the future. Me too, man. Cobra Kai season 4. Cobra Kai season 4. Need it. When did I first watch you on live stream, and when did I sub, buddy? I have no idea. I don't have that information, unfortunately. You're not a crybaby. You are awesome and amazing and wonderful. Well, thank you, Donick. Really stoked for Andor. So happy it'll consist of 12 episodes, 10 or 12 episodes. Makes me wonder how long the episodes will be individually. Need to be the new standard for these Disney Plus shows and HBO Max Marvel, Star Wars, DC, pop culture, IP shows. I agree. I like the longer format. I don't agree with the idea of Joker 2. Something always works better as a one and done. Also, Todd has said he wants to do more original movies. We'll see. We'll see. I kind of agree with you, though. I'm personally not invested for a Joker 2. I'm cautiously optimistic, if that's something I could say. Caught up on The Flash now, by the way. I enjoyed Deathstorm arc, but am I the only one who doesn't give a fuck if Frost died? No. If you saw my reaction, I cared more that Caitlyn was upset, but I was unmoved by the way they executed Frost. Like, she's a copy of Daniel Panabaker's Caitlyn. They should have killed Cecile. I don't know. Anybody else probably would have been better. I know that some people find useless information a complete waste of time, but I've always tried to get the benefit of the doubt. I mean, you could argue that groundbreaking discoveries of today became the seemingly useless information of the future. None of them feel like a waste of time here and now. That's true. That is true. Do you still have a lot of contact with Real Rejects and Blind Wave? Blind Wave, not so much. I didn't organize the event at all. John Knight did. So outside of that, I haven't had much interaction with Blind Wave. But with the Rejects, yeah, I got some connections there as well. Still, I mean, me and Greg text every now and then. Mostly, it's usually Greg, but John's popped into the stream quite a few times while working on editing and stuff. Yeah, they're friends of the channel, and they've been really, really helpful with advice, with help and planning and stuff like that. They've been really good to me. I mean, you could argue they ground. Oh, I already read that. Tevin, congratulations again, man. Thank you, Tevin. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that. I will sacrifice the Batman movie, HBO Max TV show spinoffs, Green Lantern HBO Max series, Dead Body Detectives, that we get Hal Jordan in the Arrowverse. I don't know if I would go that far. I just want John Stewart. I just want John Diggle to be the John Stewart of the Arrowverse. That's all I really want. Get ready for a bunch of useless information part 2. Oh, God. I haven't seen Top Gun Maverick as of yet, but I heard it's really good. I really liked it. Having only seen the original like a week before I saw that movie, that was really good. That was really good. Scientific study of the physical and geographical, chemical, and biological aspects of inland freshwater systems is called limnology. Later, Gator. See you Wednesday for your reaction to part 4 of Kenobi. Take it easy. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And thank you. I think it's Steve or Will that's going to go in Stranger Things. I just want Will to be happy, man. Steve is my favorite character. The only reason I even brought Will into it is because his character is just to be tragic. And with the whole thing they're setting up between him and Mike, and we know where Mike's heart lies. We know where that is going to go. The thing is, you know, if he reveals in the end, you know, his feelings for Mike or whatever ends up going down there and he dies, that is a huge, not good trope that is very common. it would resolve the potential triangle that's going to happen there when they bring it up, or the backlash or the whiplash for Will when it's not reciprocated in that same way, if it's not reciprocated in the same way, which I can't imagine it would be. It would just be heartbreaking for everybody involved. And I don't want that to be the case. I want them to find a better way around it. But I do think it might be Steve or Nancy more than likely. Well, that's a good meme. We'll see, though. Anthracite is a hard type of coal that is highest overall heating value. Congrats on 30K. In Stranger Things, I wonder why the Russians have the prisoners building a railroad track. I didn't even think about that. Why they are working on a railroad track. Maybe to transport these biological weapons they're housing, like these demogorgons and demodogs. Other than that, I really couldn't say. I didn't even think about that. That was a good point to bring up. And thank you, though, for the congratulations. Could you consider Crisis on Infinite Earths the true conclusion of the Arrowverse in a way? Kinda. Yeah, kinda. In a way, yeah. In a similar way that I feel like the MCU, everything it had built up to, concluded in Endgame. And everything after it has been more of like an extended epilogue or like new stories. Because right now it's not all connected just yet. I know it will be eventually, but right now it just feels like we're just living in a bunch of different unconnected stories as it rebuilds out its universe moving forward. So I feel a very similar way about the MCU as I do about the Arrowverse. My grammar sucks ass today, dude. I'm having an Argyle day, if you catch my drift. Hey, I mean, if you're ripping and riding it, go for it. Carlo Rubbia is an Italian physicist who shared the 1984 Nobel Prize in Physics with Dutch physicist Simon Vanderbilt for their discovery of the subatomic W and Z particles. When the powers that be were designing the human body, do you think they just gave up when it came to the skeletal system, put all their effort into designing muscles, none to the framework, i.e. knees? You're not wrong. It's a thinker right there. Who's my favorite Stranger Things character? Hopper. Hopper is my favorite Stranger Things character. Do you know of Joe Curie's music or ever listened to it? I heard his music first before finding out he was Steve in Stranger Things. Really? That's funny. No. I know pretty much half the cast is either in Broadway or has a band. I know Finn Wolfhard has a band. Gayton has a band. Joe has a band. I've not heard any of their music though. I'd have to check it out. But to kind of relate with what you were talking about there, because I had only just started watching Stranger Things for the first time like 2 months ago, everybody else in the world that had watched the show was always like, hey, it's that person from Stranger Things. But I was never that for me. So when I was watching Stranger Things, I was like, hey, it's that person from that movie that definitely came out after this season came out. Because I knew them from other stuff. Like, I think the only thing before Stranger Things, the only thing I'd seen Joe Curie in was Free Guy. I knew he was in Stranger Things, but he was in Free Guy. I know Millie Bobby Brown from the Godzilla movies. Finn Wolfhard, I know because of Game Grumps. And I think that's where Nancy Wheeler, Natalia Dyer, I know her from Dead by Daylight rather than this. Winona Ryder, Beetlejuice. David Hopper, Red Guardian. Like, there's all kinds of stuff that's just like, holy shit, it's so random for me. Like, especially because I got a lot of comments before going into it, because when I went into the first season of Stranger Things, I was like, hey, I know that person from this thing. And everybody was like, wow, this is weird because it's the reverse for everybody else's experience. It's interesting. It's interesting to kind of like reflect on a little bit. William Ramsay was a British chemist best known for his work in the isolation of elemental gases from the atmosphere. Joe's album 2020 is pretty good if you haven't listened to his stuff before. I'll have to check it out. I will have to check it out. I love every minute of Star Wars we get. Everything has a meaning. One has to think that there's a reason why Reva is the way she is. I am right there with you. We don't have her story yet either. Not all of it. We've only got some minor pieces to the puzzle. I didn't know Charlie Heaton was British. I didn't either. I didn't know he was British. I didn't know Millie Bobby Brown was British. I had no idea. So when I'm watching these interviews, I was shocked, to say the least. Daniel, Season 4, and Miyagi, 85, or Karate Kid 3 versus Kreese, 85, and Silver and Kreese from Karate Kid 83. Oh, yeah, I think Daniel and Miyagi, present day Daniel and peak Miyagi versus 85, Silver and Kreese. I think Daniel and Miyagi would win that fight, personally. Hopefully you can check out Daniel Harris's Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead and The Last Boy Scout. Maybe one day. Kishondan are a breed of non-sporting dog, long popular in Holland as a riverboat pets and watchdogs. Richard Budden is a former American figure skater who is a winner of men's figure skating gold medals at the Olympic Games. I'm glad I will be here to talk to you soon. Glad to be in here, buddy. Talk to you soon. Take it easy, Jim. Thanks for showing up. Antonio Canova was an Italian sculptor who was one of the leading exponents of neoclassicism. Random thought, if Vecna created the Upside Down, why would time be stopped at the exact date Will was taken? Strange. I don't think Vecna created the Upside Down. Clearly something was there when he entered it. A space. I think he molded that space to what he knows. And I think that when the Demogorgon something from the Upside Down first set foot in our world, it created a snapshot of it psychically, which mirrored itself in the Upside Down, allowing Vecna or the Mind Flayer or whoever's actually in charge to map out their attacks. The problem is, it had the snapshot apparently clearly isn't updating regardless of how long the gates are open. So, but when Vecna goes through that portal for the first time, it's just mountains, pillars, and lightning. If the Upside Down was already a mirror, he would have just been flung right into the Upside Down version of the Hawkins lab, but he wasn't. He was sent into a pillory, mountainous mirror void. And I think he may have shaped it into what we think it is currently, but who knows? It's just all obsession at this point. And the Mind Flayer, look at it. It's a giant spider, essentially. And when he's talking about restoring the natural world order and predators and stuff like that, it's pretty much a perfect description of what the Upside Down as we know it has been. Yes, like Bo says here, one was obsessed with spiders as a kid, so maybe that's the reason Mind Flayer kind of looks like he does with all those legs. We'll see. Stilts are a type of shorebird that have an exceptionally long, slender legs, long necks, and thin black bills. I feel like Kenobi is the best Star Wars thing ever. I definitely wouldn't go that far yet. At all. But, for you, sure. What the heck? Oh no. Oops, here we are. What small horror studio do you think should get more love, or do you think there are no small-time studios surviving anymore? I can't think of... I mean, I don't know what you would consider a small horror studio. I can't think of anybody by name other than, like... They're not really small because they make a lot of shit, like A24 or Blumhouse. I mean, they don't make like blockbuster movies or anything like that, but they're smaller. Those are my favorite kind of horror movies right now, but I can't really name one in particular. Interesting Kenobi trivia. The actor who played young Spice Girl is Ewan's daughter, Esther Rose McGregor. Yeah, I found that out after the fact as well. So Johnny Depp won the court battle against Amber Heard and got $10 million from Heard to go Johnny Depp. Now with little luck, Disney will change their minds, get Johnny Depp as Captain Jack. I think even if they asked him back at this point, I'm pretty sure based on what he said at the trial, he probably would turn them down. Have I heard of the show Grimm? I have, but I have not ever seen it. Perception is a process in which sensory stimulation is organized into usable experience. Do you ever see Nostalgia Critic reviews? We've talked at great length about some of them, Donick. Yes, of course I have. You know this. I'm so very, very excited for every scrap of info we get for the upcoming Sandman series. I can't wait for it to finally drop. Will I be reacting to it? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the series. I know of it, but I've never read it. I don't really know anything about it, but I am intrigued by it. I do want to watch it regardless. Even if I don't react to it, I do want to watch it. John Dryden wrote Alexander's Feast in 1697, a few years earlier, a song for St. Celia's Day in 1689 to music by Henry Purcell for the London Musical Society. Would you like Robert Pattinson's Batman to be in the DCEU Justice League in DCEU, or WB won't do that right now? I mean, if we can't have Batfleck, I would rather have Robert Pattinson than Michael Keaton. So yes. Which character appears surprisingly Obisho? I'm not sure what you mean, Lacey. I'm sorry. Jammu is the largest city in the winter capital of the state of Jammu and Kashmir in India. Which big director do you think will be chosen to direct Fantastic Four? I'd probably put money on maybe Spielberg. I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest. But I'd probably lean Spielberg. Might be a better fit. Water hyacinths are a common name for a tropical aquatic plant introduced from South America to Australia in the southern United States, where it is now a nuisance in rivers and irrigation ditches. Since Feige doesn't want to babysit like he's had to with indie directors or less box office successful directors. That is true. I'm on episode 8 of the X-Files. I hope you heard me call that out, because I'd love to answer some X-Files questions. That'd be fun. One more thing, you got to check out the Simpsons movie. I did. I saw that when it was theaters. Hoping it's the Duffer Brothers. That ain't happening. That would be cool, though, but I doubt it. Congratulations on 30K. Hope I can call you friend. I don't think you're all friends, man. For real. I really love your channel. Keep up the great work, good brother. I've got to go for now. See you next time. Take it easy. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for the support. Hakudo, thank you so much, really. How long are we running into here? All right, I need to catch up, because the dinner will be ready soon. Did I hear that Justice U is still in development, apparently? I have. Hopefully we'll see how things go from here. I have a theory about Stranger Things. I think Eddie is 10. 10's body wasn't all twisted and bloodied like the same as the other kids. I've heard some other people suggest that Eddie might be 10. I'm not sure that I don't know if I believe that just yet. But we'll wait and see. You did just make a great point. Eddie talked to Chrissy about how he had a buzz cut when they first met. He always wears a watch over his left wrist where his tattoo of his number would be. He talks about being bald when he was young. Damn, I missed all of that. If he is a surviving kid from that, one, how did he get out? And how, I don't know. That's interesting. And history? I don't know how to say that word. Ecclesiastical? A combination of theological doctrines and political positions supporting the relative independence of the French Roman Catholic and the French government and the relations with the Pope is known as Galacticism. Who had your favorite character arcs this season out of the adults? Hopper, probably. Love your content. Well, thank you. Thank you as always, Donick. For me, Daniel, And my favorite arc. Oh, I think you meant, sorry, you meant from Cobra Kai. Yeah, Daniel. Daniel for me. Daniel for me. What's up, some artists? Henry L. Minchin was an American journalist, critic, and essayist whose perceptive and often controversial analysis of American life and letters made him one of the most influential critics of the 1920s and 1930s. He was still living. And if he were still living, and if so inclined, in my estimation, he would have probably made a pretty snarky YouTuber. That's hilarious. I personally love the ending to Lost and think you would love the characters and story. You mentioned liking a show with a good story and one that has it. Knowing you, I think you'd like the end. I'll have to check it out then. I was just responding to your question about what episode. I was afraid you might have forgotten by the time you saw my response. Oh. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. You're on episode 8 of season 2. That's what you meant. I don't remember that one by number. Oh, yes. That's such a good one. That's such a good one. One breath. You're one of my go-to reactors. I'm not even subbed. Now I finally am. Why, thank you. I'm glad you finally hit the button. Being a go-to reactor and you're not subbed? Come on. I'm teasing. Thank you, though. I'm glad you're part of the family. Join our Discord. Follow my socials, all that jazz. Join the community. You're more than welcome. I try to keep all the weirdos tamed down. I like IP-based shows just as much as you, but I don't want HBO Max, Apple Plus, Amazon, Paramount to just make IP shows. They need to do them, but they don't need to be the focal point. I agree with you there, for sure. And by knowing you, I just mean through your reactions, how you pay attention to analyze things. It's not perfect, but worth watching, in my opinion, whether you do it for the channel or solo. It's definitely on my list of shows that I want to consider watching for the channel, I'd say. Phantom is a Chinese gambling game and is also known in the West as a card game called Sevens. Oh, that's interesting. Ophites were a group of Gnostic sects that flourished in the Roman Empire during the 2nd century AD. What are your thoughts of the Winnie the Pooh horror movie? And if you could pick any Disney classic movie to be a horror movie, what would I pick? The Winnie the Pooh horror movie, it looks wild as fuck, dude. I don't really know how I feel about it, but we will see. But if I had to pick a Disney movie that would be a horror film, dude, like Little Mermaid would be wild. Like a mer creature from the sea becomes human, starts manipulating and trying to weasel their way into this family and maybe preying on the people around the town as well. Take Ursula out of it altogether and make like the Ariel archetype the killer of the movie. I think that could be fun. Congratulations on your 30K. You're one of the best people on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Charlie. I really appreciate that. I don't believe you, but I appreciate the sentiment. Oh, thank you so much. I kid. George Grisham was a German-American expressionist painter and illustrator known for fiercely satirical drawings and caricatures. Milton Byron Babbitt was an American composer and leading proponent of the total serialization of use of predetermined series of pitches, rhythms, durations, note callers, and other musical elements as the basis of musical composition. The Leaky Cauldron was a London pub for witches and wizards in J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series, but Richard Erskine fears Leaky is a paleontologist from Kenya. Okay, cool. I feel like Obi-Wan is still getting back into fighting shape with the black-haired rebel girl, and Obi-Wan will sneak into Vader's castle and fight Vader. And I don't know if it'll happen. If they fight in Vader's castle, that'd be crazy. Definitely again. Clone Wars, which explains why Vader says in New Hope, I feel his presence have felt since, and then leaves. No one. Congratulations on 30K. Thank you. I'm also excited. I'm so excited about almost becoming an affiliate. It feels surreal, not gonna lie. I have been enjoying streaming a lot. I'm glad you've been doing really well at it. And I I'm glad you had fun with multiverses. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, I wish I could tune in more, but I'm so busy, man. It's so rough, but you got this. Don't worry. You got it. Have you played the video game series BioShock? I have only played the first one all the way through because I'm weird sometimes. Sometimes I think something is like, you just shouldn't make a sequel to it. And I felt like that about BioShock, so I refused to play 2. But I started Infinite because it wasn't connected, or at least it seemingly wasn't connected in the beginning. And I never really got through it all. I didn't finish it. I played it for like an hour or two, but I never actually finished it. I like the aesthetic of it, but I didn't get too far in it. The first game, I think, is a borderline masterpiece, though. I really like the first one a lot. What's bummed me out about Superman Lois is all the multiple hiatuses. It's really broke the pacing up horribly. I agree with you there. I do. If the Gotham Knights, the TV show, was based on any other IP, it could work. Like if they used something more obscure or original to build everything up, it might work. As is, no. I agree with you 100% there. My Illuminati would be Batman, Flash, Wally or Barry, Spectre, Lex Luthor. I consider Lex, to be honest. Tim Drake, Red Robin, Zatanna, Constantine, and Etrigan. That's a neat team. Uh-oh, Spider-Gwen's in the chat. Leaky is a page. Yeah, you mentioned that one. Let's see. Just got home from work. How's it going? It's going well. I'm trying to catch up so I can wrap up for dinner. I'm about to eat here soon. I need to catch up with the chat, and I've been like 20 minutes behind for a while now. Oilbird is a common name for a bird in the goatsucker order, which lives in the colonies and deep caverns of northern South America and Trinidad. Oh, God. Bushrangers were originally escaped convicts in the early years of the British settlement of Australia who used the Australian bush as a refuge to hide from the authorities. Do you think Jonathan shows Sarah his powers like Clark did? I think you mean Jordan, but probably. I'm pretty sure that'll happen. Jacob Frank was an 18th century Polish theologian and mystic, and much like the fictional race car driver Ricky Bobby, his two first names. Let's see. Alfred Wagner was the German meteorologist who advocated theory of continental drift at a time when technological means for proving the theory had not yet been developed. I'm eating a gummy bear. Now that is a useless fact. Tobey Maguire, in my opinion, will always be the most comic-accurate live-action Spider-Man. Peter Parker and Andrew is my second favorite live-action Spider-Man. His Peter just felt too much. I can respect that. My favorite live-action is Tom Holland. I think he is more Peter Parker than either of those two in a few different ways. But that's how it is, man. I appreciate the comment, though. Like Robbie Keane from Cobra Kai, if you know what I mean. Gotcha. Antonio Artaud, well, 'twas a French actor, poet, dramatist who coined the concept of theater of cruelty. Don't know what that means. Hope Will becomes more important in Stranger Things Volume 2. Would make sense if Vecna comes for him next. It unfortunately would make sense if that happened. The Flash. That show went down the drain a long time ago. Hey, I think it's still pretty good. It's not at its peak anymore, but I wouldn't call it a bad show. Except for season 7. An abridgment of the history of human race is a text that traces human history and activity until 1329. Yo, right back at you, TXZO VR. The Hasmonean Kingdom existed from 140 to 37 BC and emerged primarily due to the disintegration of the Macedonian Empire. I popped the link in Discord. Also join the Discord. Also know how you feel about the new Scooby-Doo Velma show. I'm interested to hear your opinion about it. I am mildly curious about what the hell that show is going to be like, man. I'll give it a shot. It looks wild. Definitely doing its own thing, though. The Granite Peak color is supposed to be very soothing yet timeless. Studying for 30 to 50 minutes with 10-minute breaks is one of the best methods to improve your retention. Gotta go on a stream with my friends. See you next Saturday. Have fun, man. I won't be here next Saturday. I will be out of town next Saturday. So just want to remind everybody that. I'm going to be out of town next Saturday, so there won't be a live stream then. Editing videos at 4:30 in the morning is one of the best methods to achieve a splitting headache. Yes, it is. I would know for a fact about that. I usually don't finish editing until 6 or 6:30 in the morning. It's rough, man. In the early 2016, 300 pounds of bronze Roman coins from the 3rd century were unearthed in Spain. DC Illuminati, Dr. Fate, Queen Hippolyta. Ooh, that's a good one. Jason Blood, Vandal Savage, also one I was thinking about. Bruce Wayne, not Batman. Ooh, that's interesting. That's neat. Superman, Green Lantern, John Stewart, Nat Irons, and an Atlantean. Hell yeah. That's it for me today, Omni. See you on the next one. Thank you for all the random facts. For sure. I won't mince Nessie if she goes in Stranger Things. Sorry, but that's just the way I feel. No, don't apologize. I can understand that. We were talking about how the skeletal system is weird and we're basically tubes with extra bits. That is also very accurate. Also seen Joe Keery and Free Guy. Pretty fun movie. I love that movie, surprisingly a lot. It was really fun. I'm glad I saw it in theaters. Finn Wolfhard is in the Turning scary movie. He is, and he was bad in that movie, and that movie was bad. To me. Let me just go ahead and put that back. I've seen Found Joe through his music and Free Guy before Stranger Things. We're on the same team then. The Turning being a scary movie. LMAO. Yeah, it definitely was neither scary nor a movie. I guess by definition it's a movie. Eddie is British too. Great. Oh my god, man. These chameleons. Am I going to react to the new Hot Ones with Millie Bobby Brown? I don't know. I usually watch those on my own time. I might. But we shall see. I usually like to watch Hot Ones while I'm eating dinner. So, I don't know. We'll see. Congrats on 50K soon. Wow, we're getting optimistic here. Oh, I missed a super chat. Lisi, do you think Hondo will show up as a surprise in the Obi-Wan show? Who else do you hope appears in the show? Cody. I hope Cody pops up. I would love to actually see Quinlan. Hondo would be a nice little treat, but I wouldn't be sad if he doesn't show up. But I hope we get Cody. Have I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show and movie? They're doing a reboot of it and should leave it alone. I've seen all the live action movies and TMNT. Love those. Even the shittiness that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. I've seen the original cartoon series in the 90s. I've seen some of the 2000s reboot. Yeah, I think the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie from the 80s still holds up with all the Jim Henson Muppeteering and all that stuff and the suits that they built for it. I think all that holds up. I still love it. I think it's still 1,000 times better than the Michael Bay stuff we got. But I'm curious to see what they do with it moving forward. A lot of these more recent reboots I have not been jiving with personally. What do you think causes the earthquakes in the Upside Down? I was thinking that it might be rearranging itself differently, but who knows? That could be a case as well. If it is the mind construction of Vecna himself, he could manipulate it as he sees fit, but I don't know. I have no idea. I've thought about that too, and I've got nothing right now. I don't want to see Amber Heard in Aquaman 2. The only person I want to see in Pirates of the Caribbean 6 is Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow. Fair, fair. Congrats on 30K and enjoy your dinner. Thank you, Jillian. Thank you. Aggressively joins Discord. Welcome, Kate. I will welcome you here shortly. Do you think Jude Law will be playing Thrawn? I don't think Jude Law will be playing Thrawn. I thought they already announced who was playing Thrawn, or maybe I'm wrong. Jude Law wouldn't be a bad Thrawn. I'll say that. Yo, Darren, what's up, buddy? Huge congratulations. Thank you, man. Check out Infotex, his Twitter, and his channel. Great Arrowverse content, I'd say. For sure. Do you think that Lana will apologize to Lois for her anger at her and for blowing up at her? I didn't like that it was Lois apologizing for keeping a secret that had to keep their family safe for years. Honestly, I don't. I don't expect Lana to apologize. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to pop out, Omni. Hope you have a great video. Hope you enjoy the video we worked on. But I hop out, my friend. Thank you. Sorry, I had a hard time reading that. Yeah, make sure to link that. Send it. You can send it to me on my Instagram, in the Discord, or on Twitter, whichever works best for you. The Duff brothers could do well with an X-Men movie, not gonna lie. They're basically making X-Men and Stranger Things in a different roundabout way. There's so many like parallels between this and the X-Men, which is kind of fun. I like that. When does season 5 of Stranger Things come out? No idea. No idea right now. But they said the wait between season 4 and season 5 will not be as large of a wait as it was between season 3 and 4. So here's crossing our fingers for that. I was thrilled at the subtle Corran Horn cameo in episodes 2 of Kenobi. I wish he'd get a series with Wedge, but I'm keeping hold of the books that are no longer canon. Yeah, that'd be fun to see him expand upon that. Love Johnny as Jack, but I feel like those movies ran their course a long time ago. The whole domestic violence. I agree with that. I do think that I really, after the third movie, I watched the other ones, but I didn't really feel the magic anymore at that point. Seems like I've finally caught up. Enjoy the dinner. Actually, I got a couple other questions, comments that have not flowed over yet. I'll let those kind of pull in. But guys, we are going to be calling it here in just a second. Now, again, I won't be able to stream next weekend. Like I said, I'll be out of town. Hopefully that doesn't disrupt my release of any of the videos or anything like that going out this week. It shouldn't. But just in case, the boys may have a little bit of a weird release. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on it and see how it goes. But other than that, everything else should still come as it usually does. But like I said, the Jurassic World Dominion review will probably not be up until next Monday or next Tuesday, because I won't be able to see it until after the weekend. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you again for Multiverses. A lot of fun, and thanks for all the support. Anytime, for sure. If I ever have anything I can lend out to any of the people I want to grow, I'll do what I can. You've always been a great help, so for sure. No problem at all. No thanks necessary, and maybe they could do a Fantastic Four movie. Maybe they could. Was it said how old Eddie is? No, just that he's been held back in high school in his senior year, like, what, 2-3 years or something like that? So maybe 20, maybe 21. I don't know. I have no idea. But guys, I finally caught up. I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys so much. I can't believe we crossed this threshold, and it's really and truly large and part by you guys. Love you all. I'll see you all in the next video, or I'll see you guys where we can talk and chat things out 2 weeks from now in our next live stream. Take care, everybody. That is the wrong button.